Meet the ultimate insect assassin. Inspiration to kung fu fighters. Cool, charismatic. Meet the ultimate insect assassin. Inspiration to kung fu fighters. Cool, charismatic, and armed to the teeth. The fastest bug in the East, with a technique to die for. This is the praying mantis. Watch and learn.
The last name is Lee, Bruce Lee.
There are various kinds of strikes. It depends on where you hit, then what weapon you will be using.
Kung Fu can be practiced alone or with a partner. Some imitate a crane, a monkey, a praying man. Start off. Thank you very much.
Hollywood legend Bruce Lee popularized the school of martial arts known as Kung Fu. One of the styles he mastered was the praying mantis form. It all dates back to 17th century China, when a young fighter was inspired by watching a praying mantis defeat a much larger opponent. The skills he saw in action are based on split-second timing and a strike as fast as lightning. The power of praying mantis kung fu is centered in a pair of awesome forelimbs fringed with spines. Cutting-edge eyesight allows the mantis to focus this power. It's one of the few insects that sees, like us, in 3D stereo. It can also judge speed and distance. By swaying its head, it measures how a target moves against the background and computes the perfect timing for the strike. Two-tenths of a second and it's all over. Amazingly, this high-tech visual attack is coordinated in a nerve center smaller than a pinhead. So, how does a baby mantis become a kung fu master? It all begins in a bed of bubbles. The female produces a foamy birth pod called an ootheca, made up of layers of individual egg chambers, up to 200. Once it sets hard, this egg box is so tough that it could be dipped in boiling water without damaging the eggs inside. It also has a built-in rat repellent to ward off predators. Around a month later, the occupants emerge and, like mini commandos, abseil their way to freedom. one spins its own silky lifeline from a special gland in its bottom. Right from the start, it carries a full survival kit. The baby warrior's first task is to straighten out its weapons before its exoskeleton stiffens into place. Each youngster is set on its own individual mission. Once it escapes from the crowd, it will wander the jungle alone. But it's not quite ready for combat. First, it must shrug off its baby skin without being spotted by enemies while it's still a soft target. Once it's toughened up, the young mantis is ready to face the world. This new skin bears the brightly coloured emblem of a kung fu warrior. The false eye on its back is the young flower mantis's first line of defense. It's designed to distract an enemy from the weapons round the front. Each of the world's 1,800 mantis species has a slightly different way of trying to keep its kung fu edge. The subtle art of the assassin takes time to perfect, and this little mantis only seems able to master one thing at a time. While grooming, it doesn't look further than the end of its nose. So ambush opportunities just pass it by. Eventually, the young